Hi, I'm Mike Bell from the Wellbeing Journey, and I'd like to tell you about the 8 universal dimensions of inner well-being. First though, what is well-being? For us, it's how good or bad, positive or negative we feel, particularly about ourselves. So we focus on inner well-being, because although outer conditions are important contributors to our well-being or our suffering, in the end the mind can override these. You can retain inner strength and well-being in very challenging situations, and you can be a total wreck when everything around you seems perfect. When you know this, then it's important to learn more about the inner dimensions of well-being and how to develop them. The Wellbeing Wheel provides a sophisticated and elegant map of these universal dimensions, our inner landscape. It is drawn from a body of earth wisdom teachings that have their roots in the ancient Mayan and pre-Mayan cultures. It offers an holistic sequence of the 8 universal dimensions of inner well-being that we need to pay attention to and develop if we are to truly feel good about ourselves. The sequence starts in the East with expressive. I am learning that I am a unique and special part of the universe. Creative expression is a natural part of who we are. When it gets suppressed, we feel small and become depressed. We often rely on what we've got, our material possessions, or what we do, our job for example, for our feelings of self-worth. But these only have a temporary effect. A more valuable source of our self-worth comes when we learn our place in and relationship with the universe. In the Southeast is centered. I am learning mindfulness amidst the busyness of life. For many of us, our lives can be full of so much overwhelm that we lose touch with the still, centered place within us. A place that, when we take even a few minutes to access it, can help restore our batteries and clear our thinking. When we become more centered and mindful of what's happening within and around us in the moment, then we feel more alive. Moving to the south of the wheel, we have responsive. I am learning to harness the power of my emotions. Too often we find ourselves reacting or being driven by our emotions. It's as if our emotions have us rather than we have them. But as we become more centered, we learn that there is a space between our emotion and the action that follows. A space that gives us the opportunity to choose how we respond rather than always reacting as if on automatic. In the Southwest is purposeful. I am learning to remember who I am and what I am here for. We can find ourselves feeling lost in a life with no apparent purpose, stuck in a maze that we can find no way out of. However, our life transforms when we find our life purpose or vocation, when we rediscover who we are and what lights up our life. In the West is nurturing. I am learning to balance the care of myself. Our physical self is one aspect of this, but our mental, emotional and spiritual aspects are also vital and all need to be in balance. Where we need them balanced the most is in the territories of our lives, our family, relationships, work, finance, hobbies, etc. Most of us have at least one life territory that is out of balance and needs some nurturing. To the northwest of the wheel now, and effective, I am learning to lead my life. If others are leading our life and we are not in control, then we don't feel good about ourselves. And it's hard to feel in control when everything is getting more complicated and more complex. However, when we understand how all of life is connected, we're better able to go with the flow rather than struggle against it. In the north is resourceful. I am learning to take right action for the benefit of all. By now, as we've journeyed around the wheel, we've begun to move beyond our small ego and experience how well we feel when we act in ways that benefit others as well as ourselves. Being clear about what we truly value is a powerful resource for us. Finally, to the northeast, vital. I am learning to keep my energy clear and bright. We live in a sea of energy. Our thoughts and actions send out ripples that affect those around us in ways we don't often notice. When we send out ripples of bright and clear energy, it improves the life of those around us, and clear and bright energy ripples back in return. Thank you for watching this brief introduction to the 8 universal dimensions of inner well-being. If you would like to learn more, sign up for our free 8-week course, Improving Your Inner Well-Being. Each week is devoted to helping you develop one of your 8 universal dimensions. Look forward to seeing you there.